You guys, welcome back. I'm excited for this one. It's another one from English Heritage. So we're gonna get back into some history, which I love. I think you guys like it, or at least some of you. But this is Discover Hadrian's Wall with Raven Todd DaSilva. I will link it in the description along with links to Patreon. You can support the channel if you want to go look at my sports channel, all that jazz. But let's just jump into this.
Hi, I'm Raven. I'm an archaeologist and science communicator. Today I'm up at Hadrian's Wall in Northumbria, hiking a very short segment from Housesteads Roman.
She's cute. She reminds me of Rachel from Cuckoo, like the later Rachel. The not the Rachel from the first season, but the one after.
Fort all the way to Steel Rigg. Hadrian's Wall is a true bucket list destination for anyone who loves hiking, history, or both. It's a place to enjoy some amazing views and explore some of the most complete Roman forts and settlements in the country, many of which are cared for by English Heritage.
Wow, I didn't know this existed.
Hadrian's Wall is a 73-mile-long defense which originally stretched coast to coast across England. This is a great place to walk and experience the wall because in many places it mimics the original route that people living along the frontier would have followed. The walk I'm doing today starts at English Heritage's Roman Fort Housesteads, follows along some mile castles, turrets, crags, the famous Sycamore Gap, and then ends at Steel Rigg. In total, the walk should take around 1.5 to 2 hours. There are a few hills, but the paths and steps are kept in great condition, so this walk can be enjoyed by most people. I recommend wearing some very sturdy walking boots, and because we're up north, the weather can turn on a dime, so pack lots of water, a rain jacket, and some sun cream. I really recommend taking some time here at Housesteads to immerse yourself in the history and learn a lot more about what life was like here on the Roman frontier.
That's massive.
And the best bit is, if you're an English Heritage member, entrance is free.
Hey.
Housesteads is one of the best preserved Roman forts along Hadrian's Wall. It is absolutely stunning out here with all this amazing English countryside, but it does sort of seem a little bit isolated when you're first visiting. But it's good to remember that this would have actually been a thriving community with soldiers and civilians settled along the wall and a little bit further south from all over the Roman Empire.
That's incredible. Before you guys get on to me, because a lot of times I'll watch these and you guys are like, how did you not know about, like, you don't know anything about history. Like, you also have to understand, like, that's not my country. So we learn, like, you have different times in school, or at least through high school, that you focus on. So you'll learn like your state history, you learn US history, and then you start learning world history. And I did go to school. I went to college for history as well. But there's so much. I mean, if you're focusing on the Romans, the Greeks. I mean, you're focusing on like the big of it. You're not like focusing on these old ruins. You do focus on some ruins, but you're not hitting all of these. You guys kind of grew up where this is, or at least in the same country. So you obviously are going to know about this, whereas like I might know about things here in the US that you don't know about, and I could say the same, but like I wouldn't expect you to know a lot of this stuff. But I think it's really cool, and I'm glad that I'm learning about it now because I think it's awesome.
Imagine all of the mixing of cultures that would have been going on here. It's absolutely fantastic. We would have people from Spain, all across Europe, Northern Africa, and as far east as Syria coming here and settling. And you can really imagine how all of these mixing cultures would have shaped the area.
Yeah, you'd have to find a college course in just like um Roman history, I would guess, to try to find to where they would kind of teach you more about like more than just Rome and spreading it out. So unfortunately, I didn't take. I don't even know that we had one.
Take your time exploring the fort, and then when you're ready, head west along the wall to continue the walk.
Beautiful hike.
Thanks so much, Angie, for joining me on the walk today. It's really great to have you. So we know that Hadrian started building this wall in 122 AD, but he was coming from a line of emperors who had been working so hard on expanding the empire. So why did he decide to build this wall?
Well, with conquests come problems, particularly in the frontier provinces of the empire. And so what Hadrian is trying to do is to put the empire in order by consolidating it, by building large, impressive, permanent borders.
I was just over at Housesteads, and you talk about the community and the soldiers and the civilians from all walks of the empire were settling here. But do you know exactly like how that affected the landscape and who kind of left their mark the most?
When we think about the wall, we think it's Hadrian's wall, and he's the guy who makes that initial decision.
Yeah.
But really, he's only here for a very brief time. And once this vast military installation is in place, actually there's a whole community of thousands that are here to sort of live here for many generations, almost 300 years.
So the bit that we're walking today does sort of mimic the paths that especially the soldiers would have taken. But would regular people have also kind of traversed this way to go across the country, essentially?
I would imagine so, yeah. When people think about Hadrian's Wall, they think of it as this big, imposing defensive system. But also, it was actually a means of communication, a means of connecting people who lived along this 73-mile frontier. And just to the south of where we're standing, there would have been a major road, the Military Way. And along it, yes, there would have been soldiers, but also there would have been people living their lives. And indeed, the trade of the empire would have come here in order to facilitate life here on the frontier.
That's really cool. So it actually is a really great way to immerse yourself in that sort of local history. I really like that.
Yeah, and I think that's really one of the great things about Hadrian's Wall. Yes, you can come here and you can experience a real depth of archaeology at places like Housesteads, or you can visit the many museums that are here, but actually you can also experience the wall in its original context, in its landscape, and you're really following in the footsteps of the people that lived here almost 1900 years ago.
So impressive, like how intact that most of it still is. That's incredible.
Continue west and you'll make it to the iconic Sycamore Gap, or Robin Hood's tree, otherwise known. If you've seen the movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner, this might look familiar. This tree isn't from the Roman period, so it's a really cool testament to life after the wall. Onward to Steel Rigg.
I haven't seen it, but I know his accent was terrible in that movie, so. Surprised I haven't. My mom loved Kevin Costner.
We've made it to the end of the walk here at Steel Rigg, where you can see one of the most amazing views along the entire wall. Once you get to the car park over there, you can head down either to the Once Brewed Brewery and take the bus back to Housesteads, or if you fancy more of a walk, head down along the military walk that runs eastward all the way back to the Roman fort. Just make sure if you're going to take the bus that you check the timetable and plan ahead. It was absolutely amazing starting off at Housesteads Roman Fort to get a better view of how people lived along the wall, not just the soldiers, but everyday people just like you and me. And then walking along the route really just solidified it and gave you a better understanding of what life was like for the Romans and the Britons in the 2nd century AD. If visiting Housesteads Roman
Just a little bit and like the wall and all that. It's just, it reminds me a little bit of Monty Python in my head. I'm hearing the coconuts.
Fort inspired you to see more Roman sites, then definitely check out the other English heritage Roman forts and settlements along Hadrian's Wall. Thanks so much for joining me, and be sure to check it out for yourself.
Beautiful. It's funny how there's like these little clusters of trees here and there, but for the most part, it's really kind of flat. Um, yeah, that was great. That was super interesting. Learned something new, which I think is great. Always, always question, always learn, always be inquisitive, right? So I enjoyed that a lot. I hope you guys did as well. Let me know if you've had an opportunity to go there, if you checked it out. I don't know if like they send schools there, like on field trips and stuff. I'm sure they probably do, the ones that are kind of more local. Um, Really cool. Really cool. I liked that a lot. All right, guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have an awesome day. Thanks for watching with me.